Day 35. We only made it like, oh, I don't know, like less than 8 miles out of Ghost Ranch yesterday. Holy crap, the climb out of there was so hard. It was really brutal with all of the extra weight on the back we carried a ton of water to dry camp, and we both have a ton of food. So we didn't make it nearly as far as we were hoping. So it's a good thing we brought all that extra water so that we didn't have to worry about trying to run to a water source. And the last water source, the unsavory water source that we saw, definitely looked unsavory, although not as bad as that one muddy cow shit tank we drank out of a few days ago. But we don't really care to do that again because, oh my goodness, my Sawyer is still backed up from that stuff, and the water still tastes a little funny coming out of it. So if we can avoid that again, that would be better. Anyway, it's cold, but it's supposed to be sunny today. I have LTE here, so that's nice. I was able to check the weather. There's more climbing coming up. The next water is in less than 7 miles, but it's about another 1,000 feet before I get to that. So it's cold this morning. We might actually be getting into snow this evening. So there aren't any real recent reports, but reports on Gut Hook from, I don't know, like the end of May say that like the creek that, you know, is flowing, there's like a lot of water in this next section, but a lot of it might be under snow. So it'll either be under snow or it'll be a soupy, muddy, wet mess. But at least there'll be water and we don't have to worry about melting snow or doing anything like that. I do have a stove now. I had my stove sent to Abiquiu or to Ghost Ranch. So that's a good thing. Even though I'm still not really using it. I didn't have any gas. So Nightcrawler hooked me up with his gas saver thing. We got me a little small can, but there's probably only enough to make coffee once or twice. And I don't want to do it in the morning because if I have hot coffee in here when it's cold, I'm never getting out of here. And these miles, they're not going to walk themselves. So I got up at around 6. I was sleeping on and off from like 5:30 to 6. And now I'm up. I'm going to try and get out of here. And I hit that spring, have second coffee, eat some more food. Oh my goodness, the Packet Gourmet meals that Elizabeth on the trail sent us are amazing. They're so good. A couple of them, they'll take like 90 minutes. So I have to plan that, like, I don't know, maybe at the water stop, just add water to one and then like eat it at next break or something like that. And I have a giant thing of Annie's mac and cheese and a bunch of cheddar cheese to kill. So I'm hoping to have that for dinner tonight. Share with Nightcrawler. That should be a good meal. Other than that, pretty much it's just time to shake off the cold, get up and go hiking. I get to go hiking today. Yay! I love hiking. Okay, 7:15. Ooh, and I'm on my way. It took a little more time this morning figuring out how to redo the pack so it wasn't quite as unwieldy. I can at least lean my head back today, so that's good. But oh my gosh, oh look, I'm sunburned. Man, I took way too much sun yesterday. Not good, not good. I gotta get better with the sunscreen. I'm pretty fried after yesterday, and the pack definitely feels better. The Ohm just really isn't meant to carry quite this much weight comfortably, so the more I eat, yay, the better I'll feel, which is good. So, 6.7 or so to the spring, and I'll take my first break, have second coffee. That'll take off a couple ounces right there. Oh my gosh, I totally want to go to El Rito. El Farolito restaurant there is like amazing food, hella cheap. It's like super renowned, hole in the wall, middle of nowhere. Only 19 miles? I could get there. Unfortunately, it's not really on trail. Damn it! So I'd been thinking about doing a little roadwalk detour around this climb, but at the bottom of the hill where the turn was, which is actually pretty clear, I saw someone's pack So I pretty much figured somebody was off taking a shit somewhere. That's correct. Anyway, I met a dude, and there's a forest fire somewhere. I believe it's down valley. It appears to be where the darkest smoke is. You can kind of see how it gets a little browner down there. Luckily, we're walking away from it. Anyway, I decided to just suck it up and do the climb up this first part, which is supposed to, which they said was faintly marked, which is true. It's kind of an open ridge up here. So I spent a little time looking around for cairns. The trail is kind of diffused off to that side, southbound, but it picks up again here, so that's nice. Anyway, it's the climb this morning, nowhere near as impactful as yesterday's. The pack is definitely right. I didn't take a lot of weight off, but I do only have 1 liter of water instead of 3. And I've eaten a little food, but not much. So frankly, that's not making that huge of a difference. And again, the trail kind of, oh, there it is. Goodness. It's kind of like day 2. You should choose your own adventure. Wander across this ridge. Not particularly well marked. Anyway, it wasn't that bad this morning, the climbing. The pack definitely feels a lot better. I think I've got everything arranged in a good way to carry it until I get rid of some more food weight. And I mean, I do have a stove and pot now, so figuring out where to carry those is also something. Don't work out. This is not a huge pack. Anyway, I am enjoying the morning so far. It's a beautiful day. Other than the fire, it's definitely smoky up here. Hopefully walk away from the smoke part. Look at that little tiny baby. Oh my goodness. Oh, poor little guy. He's already got a giant brand in his side. That probably wasn't a good day for you, huh, buddy? He's so tiny. I almost missed this turn. Thank goodness I looked off to the side. I saw the road off in the distance. But approaching it, there was a cow in the way. And then the track on Gut Hook doesn't precisely match up with the road on the topo. So, yeah, good thing I was looking around. Otherwise, who knows how much further I'd have got off track. I hate that. Backtracking sucks. This is a pretty meadow, though. Oh my goodness. Just beautiful. Unfortunately, due to wherever this fire is, the skies are still pretty hazy. But, oh man, I wonder what these plants are. I don't know. I think maybe they're more of the, like, cluster bulbs or something. They'll be pretty when they bloom unless the cows eat them all. But, really nice little meadow. And I love aspen groves. Well, at some point soon, I think I come down off this hill and then follow a draw up to the spring. Should be there soon. I'm super excited to have second coffee. Could definitely use the caffeine. Most of this morning has been climbing, and my climbers are tired from yesterday. So, I'm gonna give them a little liquid energy. Now it's about 20 to 10 or something like that. And I see in the middle of this beautiful meadow with, ooh, those are pretty. I can't remember what those are called. Tons of dandelions, all happy and smiling. And, oops, marsh. Ah, no, terrible. I think I've been seeing a lot of mud skirting today. And I think that we're in for a lot more of that since the snow's been melting off pretty quick. But oh my goodness, spring's out here with a vengeance. This is awesome. And this is beautiful and time for second coffee, which is, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait. All right. Mud everywhere. And cow prints, but this just looks like stupid fake or something. This little bucolic country scene I'm about to get in on. Alright. Okay, so this is what I use for coffee, or what I'm using for, this is second coffee. My first coffee is a protein shake and some other additives with instant espresso in it. And this has instant espresso in it too. I like the Medaglia d'Oro or the Cafe Bustelo. Those are the best ones. And then I also add raw cacao to it to have a little bit of antioxidant effect, and cinnamon, which is anti-inflammatory. None of these statements have been evaluated or assessed by the FDA, so use them as you will. I am not a medical professional. I feel like I should probably make that disclaimer. I add a little bit of molasses sugar to it to sweeten it up, which I think is a little bit better than the refined sugar. And then I added for this one, some coconut cream powder that I have. It's like, yeah, dodgy looking as hell, but coconut cream powder is actually, it really adds a good flavor to it and some good calories. And then this brown, like, superfood that we found at a Sprouts in Albuquerque. I don't remember what's all in it, but I've been trying to add a little bit to my coffees in general. I don't know if it's doing me any good, but I definitely feel good for the most part on this hike, other than I just a little bit sleep deprived. So, yep, this is second coffee. I'm still not using my stove. I'm still very lazy. I feel like I'll be using it more to like heat up dinners and things like that, or maybe even some tea at the end of the evening if I find like some herbal things on the trail that I want to use, like the pine tip, like the tips of the conifers, the new growth that has a lot of vitamin C in it. I might make a tea out of that, and then add some of the green superfood powder that we got also at the Sprouts in Albuquerque, which I don't remember what it's called either. But anyway, so that's second coffee. I try to be as healthy as I can out here and actually get some stuff with nutritional benefit in it. Even though, yes, I eat hella gummy bears and tons of Pop-Tarts, I do try to be a little bit more mindful of getting some nutrition in on the trail as well, so it's not just all baby food all the time in town. Well, it's about 20 after 10. That was a nice stop. Really pretty place. Temperature was nice enough to be able to sit in the sun, which is good because there is really no place to sit in the shade unless you want to sit in cow shit mud, which I don't typically. So anyway, I'm about less than a quarter mile from the end of the Ghost Ranch alternate. Be back on the regular CDT, and I got water, so my next planned stop is the next good water, which is a creek in about 8.5 miles. And so unless there's something awesome between here and there that just begs me to sit down, that's where my next stop will be. But it is a lovely day out here, despite the smoke. I just saw Papa Oates, and he was checking out forest fire information. He didn't find anything, so not sure where the fire is, but it doesn't seem to be a threat or a risk to us. So that's good, but, you know, obviously a drag that shit's on fire, it seems like a pretty big fire, just given the smoke. But, anyway, we should be all right up here. Good thing, and we're still climbing, so hopefully climb up out of the smoke range soon. In the meantime, onwards. Well, crap. Somehow I already missed a turn on the reconnection with the CDT by following a road. Thought it was the only road. Damn. But anyway, basically can just sort of cross country back to the trail rather than backtrack, because I hate backtracking. So should be able to catch it on the other side of this ridge up here. here's open. Well, here's another exclusive view you won't get from the CDT because I'm not currently on it, damn it. But man, this is beautiful out here. Too bad the haze from the smoke is causing a lot of visibility issues, but it's beautiful out here otherwise. Just a gorgeous day, really perfect temperature for hiking. And I might collect some of these dandelion greens to throw into dinner later because they're really good for you. And all these flowers, man, they really make me miss the dandelion puntas my friend Sarah made down in Ecuador. It's therapeutic and alcoholic. Ha! To experiment with that when we get back into the van making dandelion wine or puntas. Good stuff. I see a cairn. Think I'm finally back on track. Just about. Yay! Is that a cairn? And the cairns out here aren't very good. It's like 2 rocks tall. Not particularly helpful. No, it's not a cairn, but hey, look, there's a cow. Hello, cow. Maybe the cow knows where the trail is. There's supposed to be a road around here somewhere. This cow's looking at me like, you totally do not belong out here. Oh, I know, cow. I know. Believe me, I know. And we're back. Yay! And I'm not sure how I missed all that, but whatever. Back on the official CDT now. Sweet. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, just so beautiful out here. All kinds of flowers. Man, I'm digging this. So I've been walking on this road for a while. It's pretty much been climbing all day. And I took a little trail shortcut. It was like supposed to mostly be road walk. I took a trail shortcut a little bit ago, which cut off a corner of road walk. Yeah, but I wasn't seeing any footprints, so it made me nervous. You know, I don't want to backtrack again, but looks like I missed another trail shortcut, which is a bummer. Damn it. Oh well, can't win them all. And, well, I took another cow trail. What was that? Huh. It didn't work out. It actually led me further off trail. That was unfortunate. But, whatever, I'm almost back. Someone nailed a frisbee to this stump. Curious. Wonder what that's about. Anyway, I see the road there. So, thought I saw some other cow track back to it because I think it just comes right around over here. Adventures in bushwhacking. And we're back. Although, from this tree, I'm not clear if it goes this way or this way because this is the only tree. So, damn, I gotta use gut hook so much on this trail. It's crazy. But dang, look at that. Amazing views up there. It's hard to see the smoke. It's such a bummer. I might have a sit. It's nice up here. Oh, we have breeze. So I'm near the top of a hill and with a great open view of the valley. So it would be great if it wasn't completely filled with smoke. So I tried to call Nemo because I really want to get my temp holes replaced. I'm worried about my fly tearing. But damn it, it's Saturday and they're not open today. Won't be open till Monday. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I'm not going to be able to get a new temp pole sent to Chama. It'll be after that now. Man. And the trail takes off from this road again somewhere near here, I think. But since there aren't really any blazes, there's nothing to blaze. I mean, it's just open. open out here. But there aren't any cairns. There's not shit out here. Seriously having to open gut hook and check my position like every 5-10 minutes. That is dumb. It's like back to day 2. Oh snap. There's some deer. Damn, I think I missed them. I like this phone I got. It's the iPhone XS. But one thing that I found about it that's annoying is that I'll hit the video button, I'll hit the record, and usually now, it wasn't doing this before, but now it won't start recording for like, it's got like a couple of second delay, you know, kind of like a sensor delay, which is for the video. Very annoying, because I could have caught that, could have shown you, but no, deer are quicker than my phone is. Oh well. Alright, back to finding this damn trail. Alright, so tragedy averted. It's like this time, it took like 2 or 3 seconds for it to start recording. I have to constantly watch the screen now to make sure that it's actually doing something. Very annoying. But anyway, I am on the trail. Just a user tip if you're using gut hooks and you're downloading offline maps. Man, I do not at all recommend the opentopo.org maps. I'm walking clearly a big established road. It's not even on the map. Like it shows the trail. The trail track is going off in one direction. There's no road under it. It showed a road going off in another direction. But apparently I am on trail. So yeah, I downloaded the USGS topo maps for Colorado. I didn't bother with New Mexico since I'm almost done here. And I didn't want to take up the other storage, or the extra storage is like 380 megs or something like that. And since I'm almost done with New Mexico, I didn't see the point, but I think the USGS maps are definitely going to be a lot more accurate. Hopefully I stop finding myself on roads that don't exist, and you know, I'll be more confident in my ability to find the route on the constantly disappearing trail. I thought I saw a person up there with his hand on his hip. It would have been a very small person, but you know, we don't judge, it's all good. I see over there, I see a little snow bowl up there. Little tiny bit of snow. Man, it is warm out here today. I think that mostly we're just gonna see a lot of runoff, a lot of mud, and a lot of mosquitoes with whatever vector diseases the cool mosquito kids are hanging out with or carrying these days. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Except for the muddy part, I've already got a little sloppy. It happens, it happens. Getting new shoes in Shaman, can't wait. Yay! When I go back to the Hokas, I climb better in shoes with a little drop in them. So, I mean, these altars have been great on the trail so far. It's been mostly flat, but yeah, for the climbing, stuff like that, I'll definitely be rocking those Hoka Challengers. Thank goodness I stocked up on a few pairs of those before the most recent models that Nightcrawler got, where they glued the tread on, which didn't go very well for him. Mine are actually like manufactured, or the soles are manufactured with a little bit more quality. So that's good. All right, anyway, I'm gonna keep hiking. You do you. Uphill all day. Holy smokes. At least it's not incredibly hot. It is definitely full sun, but man, it has just been pretty much up all morning long. It's a little exhausting, especially after yesterday's impactful steep up. So far today, nothing has been that steep except for the very first climb off the road. It was pretty steep, but it was also super short, so it wasn't that bad. Also, it was first thing in the morning, it wasn't hot yet. But But the rest of the day has basically just been steady up, up. Sometimes it's just helpful to think that I'm going to be going uphill all the way to Canada and then, you know, work on my level of acceptance. A little snow over there. I could go roll in that. I'm a little warm. Well, this is helpful. Guy had this marked as a road junction and said turn right at the split in the road. This is not really a split in the road. This is a trail. Those are nice. So it's about 12:15, and I'm still like a little more than about 3.6 miles away from the creek. So I guess I've done about 5 miles. Man, this has definitely been going slower because it's all been uphill for the most part, or getting lost. And also I think this last section, because currently it shows I'm not on the trail, but I'm definitely on a trail. I'm on the trail. I think they cut a bunch of new switchbacks into this hill, which I don't understand why. It used to be just sort of a straight climb up. This didn't really require switchbacks, especially after yesterday's steep climb extravaganza. So I'm not sure what that's about. It seems like the trail's a little bit longer in this area. Anyway, I'm still about 3.6 from the water, but I found this beautiful big pine tree. So I was invited to sit down here, and so I am. It's nice. There's a little bit, it's windy, but not horrible. This is more like breezy compared to the wind that we've gotten used to, or no, you never get used to it, that we've become accustomed to having to live with here in New Mexico. This is actually quite nice. So I'm just gonna hang out here in the shade for a little minute because it's been pretty much open, exposed, uphill walking all day long, and just have some chill. Maybe eat some gummy bears. I don't know. I might have LTE up here, I bet I do. So check in with the home front, see what's going on. Yeah, I'll be on my way shortly. Get to that creek, maybe find Nightcrawler there. I think after that, there's water everywhere, so luckily there I can just pick up water. I'm gonna put some water on one of those 90-minute lunches that Elizabeth sent me, so that whenever I feel like eating it, I can. But I didn't want to do it at the last stop just because it was a longer carry this time. But after the next water, like there's like water, oh my gosh, every 1 or 2 miles for the next, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. So it'll be easy to just carry 1 liter and drop some water on the cold soaked lunch, and then I can eat it whenever I want after 90 minutes of waiting, right? Which is fine because I usually eat my big meals until dinner. But ideally, it's actually better to eat your big meal in the middle of the day, just so that you have that energy to burn. It's not just sitting on you as you sleep all night long. So I don't know. Maybe we'll give it a shot. It's a beautiful day. I'm in no rush today. Day's going well, even though it is uphill all day long. It is what it is. Uphill all the way to Canada. That's going to be a good thing to keep in mind today, because I'm not done climbing yet. I think I have another over 500 feet of climbing. I've already gone over 700 feet up so far. Eesh. It's just a grind. It's just a grind, but the trail's the trail. You gotta do it. And so far today, I'm really enjoying it. All right, so it's 12:30. That was a nice place to sit. Take a load off for a minute. I brought like 1.5 liters of water for this stretch, but I still have plenty of water in my bladder for the 3.6 to get to the creek. So I just drank a bunch of the spare overflow and then dumped out the rest to take off that weight. It's weird, like, ooh, look at this beautiful view. Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful trail today. And we just came from over that away, and it's a lot more snow on that side. It's still not a huge amount, but yeah, I sat there for a while. I checked to see if I have LTE or any service, and it said I had Verizon LTE, but no dots. How does that even work? how are you gonna give me LTE but no dots? So yeah, no reason to linger too terribly long. 3.6 to the creek, fill up on water, just put my lunch on soak, and continue on our way. Hopefully catch up with Nightcrawler there. Would be nice. Finish walking the rest of the day with him. Oh, there's a blaze. Man, there have hardly been any blazes on the trail today, but you know, it's nice to see them when they come. Let you know, give you some validation. You're on the right track. Way to go, you. Hike on. So here's a place where it would be nice to have a blaze or some sort of trail marker. Like, is that a cow trail? Is that the regular trail? What's happening? There's this road that you're on that the last blaze marked. There's that going off in that direction. That's probably incorrect. But it looks like I'm actually not on the trail according to Guthook, and I'm proximate to it. But I think I'm gonna go this way because looks like it'll meet up with what's supposed to be the trail over around the top of this hill. I would close this gate, but there's nothing to close it to. Hardly anybody has been taking this route. I don't think I'm on the Guthook route. This is the CDT. That's a pain in the ass. Now look at this. There's blowdowns everywhere. And I think Nightcrawler took the road. I haven't seen his footprints. Man, it looks like hardly anybody has taken this trail. Can you imagine most of the people who have gone through so far this year, northbound, went through when this was all under snow. And so they probably took the original route or the road. But the trail itself isn't bad. And it's pretty level. I think it just pretty much just follows a contour around this hill, but with all the blowdowns, it's definitely slower going than it should be. Lame. Trying to make up some time here. Help me out, trail. So I'm guessing this trail is relatively new, this tread, because according to Guthook, I'm definitely off. But oh my God, there's a hot mess in here. Look at all of this crap. Blowdowns everywhere. The trees are creaking. I heard one snap. Like, I don't feel real confident in being in here because it doesn't seem like this is being used very much. Maybe not since last year's Southbounders. The trail itself is actually, I'm a little bit, like north of it. For a northbound trail, we sure do go east a lot. It's kind of weird. The sun in my face. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, the Guthook mileage said 3.6 to the creek from where I was. But that was if I actually took the Guthook track, which I'm not on. It hasn't been updated with this new tread yet. So hopefully it's still around that same distance or shorter. That'd be nice. You know, especially since I have to spend all this extra time hopping blowdowns and crossing my fingers that I don't want to get smushed by a tree. Because I already hit my in-reach for today. So nobody would miss me or realize anything was going on for like 2 days, except for Nightcrawler. Oh, for Christ's sake. Seriously. This is just ridiculous. Alright, well, beautiful forest though. I do love these aspen groves. So, got that going for me. Just don't fall on me, trees. Please, please. I wouldn't like you as much after that. Alright, so the trail that's not on Guthook just spit me out on this road right here. So, of course, there's no like directional markers once you get to the road. Since it's coming like this, your natural inclination would be to go this way. But luckily I just checked the map and that doesn't seem to be the case. I guess it is that way. This is annoying, man. They need to get their shit together out here and wander all over this forest. At any rate, I appear to not be too far from the creek, but I guess I better figure out on this map. I mean, there's like no footprints anywhere, like on this trail I just came out of. The only people footprints on it that you can see are my own. So there aren't any people footprints out here that I can see other than my own. Just a lot of cow and elk tracks. So great. Thanks, CDT people. Man, a blaze somewhere. If it's not that way, you know, like put something across. Well, I guess you can't put something across the road. People use these roads, I guess. But I mean, the blaze there, something. I mean, that blaze isn't particularly helpful. And I mean, it's basically like as if the trail went straight that way, but there's nothing that way. Man, frustrating. It's so green in here. Oof, very soupy. Man, it's so wet in here. There's a bunch of frogs singing. Huh. Very cool. This is really pretty. I do like frogs. Oh, there's a cairn over there on the other side of this mess. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder where he came from. Huh. He was behind me at the last tank. I guess he just took the road. What the hell? See, that came out of there somewhere. I have no clue. This trail can be super, super frustrating with the navigation. And the very, very piss poor blazing. Oh well, less than 2 miles of the creek. Then I can sit again, yay! So it's just after 1:30. I'm still 1.3 from the creek. And this last section has been pretty much a shit show in terms of blazing, navigation, and it is a soupy mess in a lot of places. Knock on wood, I haven't eaten it yet today. Yay. I still do have 2 falls on this trail so far. Anyway, hopefully I will make it to the creek by 2. I'm guessing Nightcrawler will probably be there. I hope. I stopped and talked to Papa Oates. He stopped like right in front of me after I got back on. I'm not sure why he didn't go to the creek, but whatever. Looked like he was gonna have lunch. And he said that he took a road where I took the trail, but other than that, he saw me in front of him mostly the entire way. Just very annoying. This, I mean, it's great that they have new tread and it's off a road. I mean, ideally, the entire trail would be off roads. But when people are actually looking to take the road just to make their lives easier because the trail is so poorly marked and maintained, that's sad ass, man. So, whatever. I took the trail where I could, and then I didn't take it where it was dumb. Like there's a bunch of switchbacks up like a small hill. That was ridiculous. So I just, basically cut a cow track or followed a cow track up those. There's no erosion danger. There wasn't even erosion measures taken. So I didn't feel bad about cutting those to save time, especially since they aren't even included in the actual mileage. who knows how much longer that section actually was due to all the new tread on the new route. But I'm on the gut hook route as it's written now, so I'm still about a mile away from the creek, where I'm looking forward to sitting down in some shade. I definitely should have taken my thermals off earlier, because even though we're high and it's not real hot with all this climbing, it has definitely been toasty. I could have let them go a while ago. Maybe I'll take them off at lunch. All right. Oop, another soupy mud patch. Out. I thought I was going to a creek. Aren't those usually down? What the heck? Climbing all the way to Canada today. All the way. So here we have a cairn with a little trail going off, and it seems like it's going flat. You would think, oh, maybe that's the trail, because I am still going uphill to get to a creek. But no, according to Gut Hook, it's still this way. It's beautiful out here, but oh my goodness, just the opportunities to get yourself lost are ridiculous out here. I should not have to pull out my app to make sure I'm not lost every 5 to 10 minutes. This is just dumb. And it's making the day go so much slower. It's gonna have taken me like, would I leave it like a quarter after 7? Almost 7 hours to go less than 16 miles. That's just fucking stupid. I mean, even though it has been almost all uphill, I definitely go slower on the uphills, but I mean, geez, that's ridiculous. That's almost 2 miles per hour. There's no catching up to someone who goes 2 miles per hour if you're barely going over that reasonably. Hopefully, well, what am I saying? I just have to accept that this is how this trail is going to be. I'm looking forward to getting to Colorado, because I am too lazy and too stubborn to download the USGS maps for New Mexico, because there's less than 80 miles left to this state out of almost 800. But my topo maps for this state suck. The USGS ones are way better. And frankly, at this point, with the trail marked so poorly, even though I do think it's sad that people would, opt to take a road over the actual off-road trail, to save headache, time, stress, aggravation, frustration, or whatever, I can sure understand it, because I'm feeling about in the same boat. I haven't seen Nightcrawler's aggressive treads really at all today. So I'm wondering how the hell he got to the creek, because I'm sure he's already made it there by now. I think he left at like, I don't know, around 4:45. So he had an hour and a half head start on me. I'll be interested to see how long it took him to get here, because I'm pretty sure he opted for a choose your own adventure. And it was probably faster, because the actual trail itself has been more or less a total clusterfuck. Oh, hey, look, I'm totally going, well, I'm going down-ish in the down direction. That's awesome, because you know what's usually down? Water. And you know what's gonna happen when I get there? Oh my God, I'm a Maxim Lynch. Wait, what? It goes up again. Good grief. Well, okay. This is happening. I'm like half a mile from the creek now, so. Oh my God. This day is just dragging ass. It's super frustrating, but it's probably because I'm a little hangry. I'm super excited to dig into another one of those packet gourmet meals. Although I'm not going to be able to do that at this stop, because the ones I'm looking at, they take like 90 minutes. So I don't know, maybe I'll have like one of the 15-minute ones right now and then put water on one of the 90-minute ones to have for dinner later. Oh, yeah, that's a good plan. I like that plan. I think I'll do that. They don't take that much water, which is awesome. They just, the ones with the beans in them, understandably take a lot of time because, you know, beans. It's 2:04. Here's my small creek. It is small indeed. Man, this is like barely a stream. It's just a creek. No night crawler. Actually, I'm not surprised considering there's pretty much no place covered to hang out. Just a little bit of shade in these aspen trees, which is where I'm gonna post up for a little bit. But I guess I'll do my thing here and then continue on to the next larger water. That's where they said the snow started, but I highly doubt it. I have hardly seen any snow today at all. And given the temperature and the sun intensity, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of snow left. I don't see any snow on any of the hills around. It's beautiful out here for sure. And all the aspens are starting to leaf out up here, which is nice. Wish they were a little more leafy because there really isn't much cover here. And it's not hot, but it's mainly the intense sun exposure at altitude that can really jack you up. Anyway, the next creek I think is like, I don't know, less than 5 miles. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. Ooh, look at that sitting rock. Perfect. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit, get a couple of things soaking so I can eat and enjoy this beautiful valley. Wow, gorgeous. Well, unfortunately, this sitting rock is better in theory than in actual practice. It's a little wonky. And the gap between the rock and the tree behind it is like too far and too slanted down, so I can either fall my butt back into it, which is not particularly comfortable, and it's too skinny to put my backpack in there. My goodness, first world hiking problems, I tell you what. Anyway, since there isn't a ton of shade here, and there's really, I mean, it's beautiful. Oh my God, it is beautiful out here. I mean, we're out of the smoke zone, so the sky is just blue, New Mexico blue. And it's so green in this little valley with the water and all the little happy dandelions everywhere. Okay, I just totally had a Bob Ross moment just right now, huh? Anyway, I decided I'm gonna put some water on this Southwest corn and black bean salad. Has green chilies in it for New Mexico. Yay! I am super stoked to try this. But you have to add 6 ounces of water into it, and it's not ready for like 90 minutes. And so like in an hour, I have to do some other thing to it. So I'm gonna put the water in it now, refill all my snack bags, sit here and ponder my navel. No, I'll ponder, I don't know, just how beautiful it is out here today. And probably take off my leggings since I just took off my shoes. And then I think keep pressing on so that whenever I get to that next creek, I can eat this. I'm super excited. Like after last night's Texas mesquite or chicken mesquite salad, oh my God, I can't wait to try this. I think it's gonna be super delicious, and it's good calories, 540 calories in the pouch, and it's only weigh 5 ounces, so it does meet the at least 100 calories per ounce standard. Yay, probably because there's cheese in there. Double yay, because cheese makes everything better. So yeah, God, beautiful out here. Wish you were here. All right, so I got my Southwest corn and black bean salad steeping. I just think that's a funny word to use for soaking a meal. Like I think of tea. And so it has to sit for 60 minutes. Like it's supposed to sit flat, so that's why I have it strapped to the top of my pack. And then all of the dressing packets I have and a baggie on the side. I'm supposed to add those in an hour and then stir it and then let it sit for another half hour. So because I don't want to get back into my bag and like my food bag and open everything up again, I just took out one of my chopsticks and set it on the side here so that I can stir it in about an hour. So at around 3:45, I'll stop and stir in the dressing so that around 4:30, 4:15, 4:30, I can eat all of this deliciousness. Thank you. And more climbing. Yay! Papa Oates is up there. He passed me a minute ago. I'm getting a little tired of climbing. I wouldn't mind something flat. Doesn't even have to be a downhill. Just flat. It has pretty much just been climbing all day. Believe it or not, this is actually a New Mexico State highway. Crazy. I've seen 2 trucks go by, and I'm not sure where it starts or ends, but yeah, New Mexico State highway. The 2 trucks I saw going by were topped out at probably a cool 15 miles per hour. Woohoo! Here's a night crawler doing night crawler stuff in the middle of nowhere. So we were walking along some blazed trail, and then all of a sudden the trail disappeared. The soupy mess is temporary. It's just all snow melt and runoff. But the trail basically disappeared right over that blowdown over there. And there's nothing out here marking any kind of trail anywhere. So we're just gonna bushwhack back up to the road because that's where Guthook still has the trail. Somebody's getting a strongly worded email. So even though we went off the road onto a blazed cut trail, we just bushwhacked up to what was the road. And look, a fucking blaze. Oh my God. Get your shit together, CDT people. It's like they're enjoying twang with us. Oh my goodness. It was a steep up too. As if we hadn't had enough up today. And look, I'm thinking we're gonna do a whole bunch of more up. Yay! Holy crap. I can't wait till the downhill section of this trail. Where is that, in like Wyoming? Montana? Where? Alright, so it's been closer to 2 hours since I ran into Nightcrawler and the dude Theo going southbound, but some of the water leaked out of the packet, which is a drag because it leaked onto my pack. But now I'm going to stir in all the dressings, and I put in this like jack cheese and little squished tortilla chips. Give it a crunch, but then I'm supposed to let it sit for another 30 minutes before I eat it. I don't know if I can wait that long. I haven't really eaten that much today except for snacks. I'm pretty hungry, so we'll see. So since the CDT is so spotty today, we decided to choose our own adventure and do a little off-trail, and as it turns out, off-road adventuring. We found the bottom of this road, but it was a wet, soupy mess and super slow and muddy. So now we're just kind of bushwhacking our way to hopefully higher on the road. It won't be so bad. But yeah, this is fun. It cuts off, who knows. It seems like it cuts off a little bit of the CDT. Probably not a ton, but whatever. It's still fun to kind of do your own thing once in a while. Sort of seems to be what this trail is about. Woohoo! Yeah, and we have a road. And thank goodness a fence that is down. Man down. Oh my goodness. That was enervating. Wow, this is gorgeous up here. What? Very beautiful. Still little snow patches everywhere. Hooray for us. Baboso. What a pendejo. Man, I guess it sucks to be an aspen tree on roads too. That's just rude, calling that poor tree names. That tree's got its eye on you. Got 2 eyes on you. Later that same day, our 2 intrepid adventurers were still walking uphill. But now, with the sound of frogs. Yay, ooh, gnats. Ooh, I ate one. But yay, frogs. Somehow being on the road doesn't make the uphill so bad. I don't know why. Look at all this water. Holy moly. I don't know what this is, this creek, but this is snow melt. There's like, this is awesome. I haven't seen this much in a long time. So it's only 6:30, but we decided to call it a day. It's been uphill entirely all day. Uphill. And now we're super high. We just got our shoes and feet wet. Hopefully our shoes won't be frozen in the morning. That would suck so much. But we got water here, a fire ring, nice flat spot to pitch a tent that's like reasonably covered next to these beautiful trees. And it's not entirely visible from the road. The road's just right there through those trees. But other than the 2 little dune buggy things we just saw, we haven't really seen anybody on this road. So who cares? We're gonna eat up and rest up, and tomorrow, hopefully, there'll be a little bit of like flatness in our future, because frankly, I don't see a whole lot higher around here. It'd be nice to get a break. My climbers are sore, so I'm excited to lay down. So several hours later, I'm finally getting around to eating lunch. Good grief. Anyway, this is super good. I left it steeping, or what is the word? Stewing, whatever you do with tea. Steeping. I left it steeping for so long. The tortilla chips that came with it are not crunchy anymore, as expected. And it has been over 3 hours. So it's been like 2.5 hours since I put those things in. So I'm not surprised. This is really good. It's delicious. It was, you know, other than the leaking part, for the second part, when I put in all the dressings and let it steep for that extra time, I just stuffed it into the side pocket of my pack so it wouldn't leak anymore. But, oh my goodness, man, Packet Gourmet's got it going on. These are some really delicious meals. I would have never tried these before. Mainly I can't afford them, but also just because, I don't know, just so fancy. I'm not used to, I've gone backwards. I used to be super classy, and like I'm backsliding. I'm devolving, as it were. But stuff like this, well, this helps. This helps a lot. Oh my goodness, all that's missing is a nice Gewürztraminer or something like that. Some kind of delightful wine. Actually, right now it's freezing, or it's gonna be freezing. So, you know, whiskey, but that's for later. Like a nightcap.